Everyone, now what a week! Now I didn't do a video last week, so I apologise. But what a week! Now at the end of this video, there's an update on Marmalade because he wasn't very well. So if you're a Marmalade fan, the Bitter Dragon, then make sure you listen to all the rest of the stuff I'm saying. Don't panic; he's fine. But I think I just need to tell you. Okay, so what happened this week? Well, I'll start off with today. Me and Miss Waters Bresner teach like a kind of class of like 30 senior leaders from other schools across the country. They come to Whitmore to see what we're doing and to listen to the stuff we're saying. So around about 12 o'clock, one of them said, right, you've talked about teaching and learning. Can we go see it? I'd love to go on a tour. But obviously, we had almost 30 people with us. So we took them on a tour, just randomly, basically threw them into classrooms. They went to every single classroom in the school, completely unplanned, not one moment of anyone in that school knowing they were about to have a row of people come into their classroom. And they went into every class, and this is the feedback that I got. They said that we are not. There's not one lesson they went into where every child was engaged. There's not one lesson they went into where the staff weren't really happy and joyful about being in the school. They said they honestly could not get over it. And I'm so proud of the staff in our school because they knew nothing about it. And we're talking about lesson 3 on a Friday, on the penultimate week. This is when staff are meant to be on the edge. And it was amazing. So I'm so proud of it. And it was so lovely to get that feedback, genuine feedback where people said, I've never seen a school like it. That was nice. So how do we know that people have never seen a school like it? Well, Mrs. Prosser spoke to 170 people at an Estin event on Thursday, where we were the only secondary school speaking. It was Whitmore High speaking and then a nursery speaking about best practice for additional needs. And at the end, now Mrs. Prosser won't say this, but at the end, Lynn Eagle, the education minister, said, I need to come to Whitmore. I need to see this happening. Lovely. People had tears in their eyes in the audience. That's how good it was. And that's how amazing the things that Mrs. Prosser set up. So delighted. Then Mrs. Waters Bresner presented to the whole of the Vale schools about the work we're doing with Romley, because Romley and Whitmore are having an aligned teaching and learning. So the Whitmore staff go down to Romley, the Romley staff come back up to make sure the teaching and learning that we do at Whitmore is reflected in what they do in Romley from year 4. So it makes sure that pupils from Romley, when they come to Whitmore, already know how to do it. They know what things we want, and what a difference that is. So we're really proud of that work that they're doing together, Romley and Whitmore. So well done to Ms. Waters Bresner. I heard, now I'm gutted. I love Options Evening. And I heard it was absolutely rammed. So thank you, Options Evening, yesterday, for all the parents come in. Now I'm a bit of a it's my favourite subject. So we're bringing economics and we're bringing textiles into Key Stage 4. These are subjects we've never done before in Key Stage 4. So economics, other schools are getting rid of economics because they can't staff it. We've got brilliant staff for economics. So therefore, we're doing economics in Key Stage 4, GCSE, and in A-level. And that's my subject, and I love it. So I'm so proud to have someone in school who can do that. So Mrs. Gellin, who is brilliant with economics, how great is it that our pupils are getting to do that subject? Now, I'm a little bit of a too big a fan because basically of all the degrees, economics is the one where people come out the best paid. That's a fact. Anyway, on to Bitter Dragon's Marmalade. He wasn't eating his food. I put in locusts into his cage and they just hopped around. Normally by this point, Marmalade starts eating them. He just turned his nose upon it. So I didn't know what to do. I was really worried. I was going to call 999, but I thought they might not care. So instead I called the reptile place. And the guy in the reptile place, he was amazing. He calmed my nerves. And he said, all you got to do is turn the heat up. I turned the heat up. Marmalade's fine. Panic over. Yesterday he had 6 locusts and some lettuce. I just thought you should know, because I know you might have heard on the rumour trail that Marmalade wasn't well. He's fine. Great. I'm sorry about Monday. So Monday is an insect day, right? It's not a choice. I don't want any insect days at this time of year, but it's a Welsh-wide insect day where you cannot, every school across Wales is talking about the new GCSE. So all the Whitmore staff are going to different schools. So I'm sorry, because I hate days when we're not in school. I apologise. So I'll see all the pupils on Tuesday. We're going to have a brilliant week. All right, thanks so much. Cheers.